let's start in child's pose. So it is our last week for this set of sequences. Next week, everything changes. So it's always fun to get into some new sequences, new postures. If you have done this class and tried to get into side crow before, I'd love to know your feedback. Hello, good morning, Ruby. To know if it's getting easier and if you've enjoyed trying to get into side crow. I know I have, and I've been able to feel myself getting stronger each week. So I really love that too, being able to measure my progress as I go through. I know that it's kind of a difficult posture, but even if you don't get into it, everything that we do up until we get into side crow is really great for the body too. So you can try your best and see what happens, and maybe you'll surprise yourself. So let's go ahead and get started in child's pose. Coming to the backs of your mats, big toes come to touch, knees come out wide, sinking your hips down towards your heels, and starting to walk your fingertips forward, letting your forehead rest down, lengthening your spine away, so almost as if it's pulling in opposite directions, letting your chest sink down toward the mat, closing down your eyes. And start to focus on your breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Letting your chest sink little by little, starting to deepen the breath. Breathe deep into the belly, fill the lungs, fully expand, stretch out, take up space. Exhale, release, breathe it out. Feel the body sink and soften. Next, inhale, full body breath, breathing into the belly, filling the lungs, fully expand. Pause at the top. Open mouth, exhale, breathe it out as if you're fogging up a mirror in front of your face. Make it audible. Again, full body breath, full inhale, inhale, inhale. Pause at the top. Exhale, feel the body sink and soften as you release. Taking a moment to set an intention for your practice. Today, my intention is to come into a full side crow. But your intention can be to activate your muscles, to stretch your body, to wake up on this beautiful Monday morning, to be appreciative of your life. Bring your lips to press, activate your Ujjayi breath, your yogic breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose for the remainder of class. Finding an even level of breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Let's press ourselves up into a tabletop position, stacking shoulders over wrists, knees under hips. And inhale as you arch your spine, lifting your gaze. Exhale as you round your spine. Let your head hang heavy. Sink your hips forward, pressing your spine to the ceiling. Inhale as you come into your cow pose, lifting that tailbone, arching the spine, dropping the belly. Exhale as you round the spine, head hangs heavy, pressing into your palms. Take 3 more on your own breath. Inhale into cow, exhale into cat. Inhale into cow, exhale into cat. Let's find our neutral tabletop. Inhale your right hand high, open up through your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale as you thread the needle. Right hand reaches under the left hand reaches forward, right ear rests down. Maybe you can sink your weight a little bit more forward, putting some pressure on that right shoulder, really helping to open up the chest. Focus on your breath. Right ear is all the way down into the mat. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Let's switch it out. Left hand comes down, right hand reaches high, balance at the shoulders. And switching sides. Inhale, the left hand high, open up through your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale as you thread the needle. Left hand reaches for the right, right hand reaches forward. Left ear rests down. You can sink your chest a little bit more forward, putting some pressure on that shoulder. Focusing on your breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Bring your right hand down. Unravel your left hand. Reach it up. And place it down. Flip your toes, coming into your downward facing dog. Starting to bend into one knee, bend into the other. Let's check in with our foundation. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Hands are a little bit wider at shoulder width distance. Really spread your fingers wide and feel the connection of the mat underneath you. Bending into your knees, sinking your chest towards your thighs. Ears are near your biceps and gaze is toward the back wall. From here, find some stillness and bring your right hand underneath, bringing it to your left ankle. Switch it out. Left hand comes to your right ankle. Let's switch it out one more time. Right hand to left ankle. Left hand to right ankle. Come back through center. Shift your weight forward, coming into your high plank. Lower down to a hover, bending into those elbows, seeing if you can keep your upper body off the mat. Unflip your toes, sinking your hips forward, lifting your chest, lifting your gaze. Upward facing dog. Exhale back into your downward facing dog. Let's do that one more time. Inhale as you shift forward. Exhale as you lower down all the way or to a hover. Unflip your toes, lifting your chest, lifting your gaze. Upward facing dog. Exhale as you press down into your downward facing dog. Now we're going to do that again from the side. So come out to your high plank, then stack your heels. So we're twisting, opening. Your hands are down, but your body is open to the left. Then let's switch sides. Open it up to the right. Coming back through center. Press back into your downward facing dog. Inhale as you shift forward. We're going to do that again. So dropping your heels first to the right, but we're going to come down to the floor and then press back up. So we're really warming up our arms. Come down to the floor, press back up. Switch sides, come down to the floor, press back up. Maybe you only do one, that's okay. Down to the floor, press back up. Come back through center, press down into your downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your hands. Bring your feet to meet your hands, rising up into your mountain pose. Toes and heels come to touch. Thighs are engaged. Tailbone is tucked under. Opening up your palms to the front mirror. Inhale as you extend your mountain. Arms come up overhead. Exhale as you forward fold. Ride your breath all the way down. Take a moment here. Let's heel toe our feet hip width distance apart. Right hand comes down to the mat. Bend into your right knee as you lift your left hand up. Gently twisting the body here. This feels really good on my left hip. Switch it out. Left hand down, right hand high. Opening up through the chest. switch it out. Bend into both of your knees, grab opposite elbows, and really gently rock right and left. Release your hands down, slowly start to rise up into your mountain pose. Inhale, heel toe your feet back together. Inhale, extend your mountain. Exhale, forward fold, ride your breath all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale, fold, plant your hands down, step your feet back. Inhale as you shift forward, exhale as you lower. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Let's lift our right leg high. Lift that leg high, coming into a three-legged dog. Look between your hands. Step your foot in between your hands, coming into a high lunge. Staying high on the ball mount of your back foot. Bring your hands through heart center. Feet are parallel, hips are square. Lots of energy in your back leg. Now we're going to inhale as we lift our hands. Exhale as we bring them down on the opposite side of our right knee. Opening up our chest to the left. Twisting through the torso, lifting your gaze. Find your breath. Bringing your hands back through heart center. We're going to plant our back foot down, heel toe it in slightly. Front foot stays forward and stays straight forward. And we're going to open up our hands and come down into a triangle pose, opening up your chest, reaching with your fingertips. Find your breath. Now we're going to twist into our triangle. So bringing that top hand down to the mat next to your right foot and lifting your right hand high. Bringing those hands back up through center. Bend into your front knee, into your warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, your hands come down to the mat. Step your foot back. Inhale as you shift forward. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Inhale your left leg high. Really point that toe up. Lift that back leg. Look between your hands. Bring your foot all the way in between your hands. Lift up into your high lunge. You can be in a low lunge here too, if that feels better for you. I'm going to stay lifted. Inhale your hands through heart center and twist. Bringing that right elbow to the outside of the left knee, opening up through the chest. Lift your gaze. Focus on your breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Bring your hands back through heart center. Plop your back foot down. Heel toe those feet in. Straighten out your front leg. Reach, reach, reach. Come forward. Left hand comes down, right hand comes high. Into your triangle pose. Find your breath. Reach with your top fingertips. Bring your right hand down on the inside of your left foot and lift your left hand high. Twisting. Come back up, bending into your warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, your hands come down to the mat. Step your foot back. Inhale as you shift forward. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Really good. Inhale, look to your hands. Bring your feet to meet your hands, rising up into your mountain pose. Now let's sink down into our chair pose. So ankles are together, knees are together. Sink your booty back, back, back behind you. Lift through your chest, lift your gaze. Find your breath, inhale.
Exhale. Let's straighten out our legs. Take a moment, reach your fingertips up overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. On your exhale, sink back down into that chair. Hands come through heart center. Inhale as you lengthen forward. Exhale as you prayer twist to the right. Bringing your gaze toward the ceiling, finding your breath. Bring your hands back through heart center, sink down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Opening up your chest, lifting your gaze. Find your breath. Hands come back through heart center. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Take it through your chaturanga. Inhale as you shift forward. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, coming into your upward facing. Exhale into your downward facing. We're going to do, inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step it through, high lunge. Inhale as you rise and reach. Exhale, your hands come through heart center, coming all the way to the outside of that knee. Pressing your palms together. Bring your hands back through heart center. Pop your back foot down, paralleling it to the back side of the mat. Straighten out your front leg. Reach forward. Right hand comes down, left hand comes high, triangle pose. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand comes down to the inside edge of your right foot as your right hand reaches high. Everything we're doing is working us into our side crow. Bring your right hand down. Bring your right foot back. Inhale as you shift forward. Exhale as you lower. Inhale upward. Exhale downward. Inhale the left leg high. Step it through, high lunge. Inhale, your arms come up overhead. Palms come together. Twist to the left. Stacking those hands on top of one another, using the elbows as leverage. Lift your gaze, find your breath. Come back through heart center. Back heel comes down, straighten out your front leg. You might need to adjust your feet slightly. Front leg is straight. Reach forward, left hand comes down, right hand comes high. Open up through your chest, lift your gaze. Right hand comes down on the inside of your left foot. Reaching that left hand up for a twisted triangle. Bring that left hand down, left foot comes back. Take it through your chaturanga. Inhale into your upward. Exhale into your downward. Coming down, here we go. So our body's nice and warm. We've used all the muscles that we need in order to get into this. So we're going to start by staying lifted here. Bring your hands through heart center. Let's twist gently to the right. Bringing your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Pressing your palms together. Come back through heart center. Switch sides. Come back through heart center. Now you're going to bring your hands down onto the mat next to you. First, just start by making that connection between your hip with your right elbow and your right hip, and then your right knee and your left elbow. Spread your fingers out wide and just feel that connection. Just feel that connection. Seeing if you can create that shelf with your elbows for your body to balance on. Next step, you can bring your head down and maybe you lift your feet, maybe your feet stay down, stay up, stay down. And And then final step is the gaze. You want your gaze to be forward, seeing if you can keep your head up off of the mat. And know that there's no rush to come into this, so just taking your time, seeing if you can find that balance. One more time on this side. And let's switch it out. Come to the other side. So bringing your hands down onto the mat. And this time, just see how it feels. Leaning sideways, creating that connection between the left knee and the right elbow, and the left hip and the left elbow. And maybe this is where you stop. That's totally okay. Next step could be to bring the head down. Maybe the feet come up. You could stay right here. Or maybe you could come into bringing your gaze forward. Like something like that. Just taking a moment, giving your body some credit, trusting the strength we've created. All right, let's come through center. Let's come down onto our bottoms. Come all the way down onto your back. Flex your toes towards your face. Reach up towards your toes. Don't think that I forgot about abs. Oh no, I wouldn't do such a thing. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend into your knees. We're going to do yogi bicycles, right knee to left elbow, left knee to right elbow. Really working our obliques for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the backs of your knees. Rock yourself up into your boat pose. Open up through your chest. Open up your palms. Now you can have your toes down. You can grab the backs of your knees, helping you to really open up your back, open up your chest. And we're going to isometric hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it out, side to side. Last bit. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Rock and roll the length of your spine. Let's come all the way through onto our stomach, giving our spine a little bit of love. Coming into cobra pose. Hands are down by your chest, big toes come to touch, legs are zipped up. And your gaze is down to the floor in front of you. So your spine, your neck is neutral, but your spine is lifted. And you're really using your lower back to lift. Focus on your breath. Lower down. Inhale as you lift. And lower. Let's turn over onto our backs. And let's come into bridge pose. Reaching for your heels, lifting your hips, shimmying your shoulders. Maybe you can touch your heels, maybe you can't, tucking your chin into your chest. Couple breaths here. Lower down. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Let's do some circles. And then come into a figure four, bringing your right ankle over your left knee, paralleling your shin to the ceiling, flexing both of your feet, and then trying to bring that knee closer to the body. Finding your breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Switch out your legs. Reach for the back of that knee, squeezing your knee in. Keeping your toes flexed. That really changes the pose. Lifting your legs straight up toward the ceiling, flexing your toes towards your face. Let's really gently rock right and left here, giving our lower back a nice massage. Lowering your feet down for 5. Really slowly, 4. A little bit more, 3. Cover your feet just off of the mat, flex your toes, reach for your toes, look at your toes, lifting your chest, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, everything comes down. Let your body sink and soften, sinking into the mat beneath you. You can place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And feel the rise and fall of the body. Feel your heart rate. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Letting your body sink and be still.
Isn't something that once it's found, it stays around. It's water and light and air and room to breathe. It needs time, attention and time to grow together. I wish you could hear me with your heart and not your head. I wish you could open up and love me instead. I wish you'd want me where I wanna be with you, wholly, completely. 'Cause we are flesh and bone and body. You're the reason love is flowing through my veins. We are flesh and bone and skin and body. I'm afraid to ask, do you feel the same way? Do you feel the same way?
Taking these last couple minutes of stillness is so important for our immune system, for our nervous system, and for other internal systems within us that help to keep us healthy and safe. It's not just about the doing that our body needs. Our body needs time to rest and rejuvenate just as much as it needs time to build and strengthen and stretch. So doing what you can to just be still for for the last couple minutes our Shavasana. Light the way for love. They say beauty comes from a spirit that has weathered many hardships in life and somehow continues with resilience. Grace can be found in a soul who ages softly, even amid the tempest. I think the loveliest by far is the one whose gentle heart bears 100 scars from caring, yet still finds a way to pick up the lamp one more time to light the way for love. To me, that's what this practice really helps us to do, is to cultivate, discover that inner love, that love for ourselves, so that we fill our tank and we have more to give others. We have more to give the world around us. So I thank you so much for being here, for trying something new, for hopefully laughing and being silly, maybe falling over. I want you to keep in mind that if you were a child and you were trying something new, like if a child was learning to walk and they fell over, would you criticize them? Would you judge them? No, you would encourage them and tell them to keep going. We can look at ourselves like that, especially in our practice, because each day we are new. We are coming to our practice at different states of hydration and digestion and hormones and emotional, and so every day we're different. And so just really finding that encouraging space and creating that within yourself. Bringing yourself up to an easy seat, pressing the palms of your hands together, closing down your eyes for a moment, taking a deep inhale. Exhale, release, let it go. Thank you so much for being here. The light and love in me sees, honors, reflects, encourages, and adores the light and love in you. Namaste. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you on your mat very, very soon.